Hello, Algebra 1. Here's page 4 of our Interim 3 test review. We have all these simplifying radical expressions to do here. So if we already have a match, then we just need to add up the coefficients. So that means we have 2 plus 5, which gives us 7. And then we leave the square root of 20. Remember, we said that this is similar to the idea if I had a 2x and a 5x, it would be 7x. We don't change the x. So it's the same thing here. However, my one last thing is, can I simplify the square root of 20? When I divide it by 2, I get 10. Divide it by 4, which actually is a perfect square, I get 5. So let's finish it by breaking it down into 4 and 5. And that is 7 times the square root of 4 times the square root of 5. Well, the square root of 4 is 2. So this turns into 7 times 2 times the square root of 5, which is 14 times the square root of 5. Okay, so the first thing was this, just putting them together, and then we had to go through the simplifying. All right, let's look at B. We have a similar situation. We have a square root of 50 and a square root of 50. So we need to do 11 minus 2, and we get 9 square roots of 50. Can we break down 50? Yes, we can. As soon as you divide it by 2, you see that you have 25 and 2. And the square root of 5 gives, or 25 gives me 5. So my final answer is 45 square roots of 2. Always, 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 please put this in line 1 of Desmos and then check it. Put this in line 1 of Desmos, put this in line 2, and make sure you're getting the same decimal when you're done. Part C, again, they match here. So let's do 3 minus 10, which gives us negative 7 square roots of 27. Can we break down 27? Yes, we can. So when I divide it by, that was wrong. When I divide it by 3, I get 9. So I break it down into 9 and 3. And then negative 7 times 3 times the square root of 3 gives me negative 21 square roots of 3. And again, check when you're finished. Now, right now, these don't match. So there must be a way that I can, I'm sorry, I don't even need them to match. Look, this is multiplying. This is multiplying. When it's multiplying, I take the coefficients and I multiply them. And then whatever is underneath, I multiply together underneath. So this gives me 10, and this is the square root of 36. Well, the square root of 36 is actually 6, so this really equals 10 times 6, which is 60 as my final answer. Same with E. I have outside numbers, and again, I'm multiplying, so that's 4 times 3. And then I have underneath numbers, which is 2 times 6. So that is giving me 12 times the square root of 12. Can I break down this 12 is my question. I can. It breaks down into 4 times 3. And so that's 12 times 2 times the square root of 3, which gives us 24 square roots of 3. And again, please be checking all of this in line 1 of Desmos, your answer in line 2, make sure they match. Okay, now we're back to adding. So really watch your signs here. When we're adding, we're looking for a match. And this is 3, and this would be a 1. So I have 4 square roots of 18. And then I ask, well, can I break down 18? Yes, I can. As soon as I divide it by 2, I get 9. And then the square root of 9 is 3. And so that gives me 12 square roots of 2. All right, well, that concludes our test review. That's our page 4. Good luck on your test.